UTB community, what's up? This is your commissioner, Eddie Raj, man. I'm here with my co-commissioners. Introduce yourself.
Stephon.
Your boy Scotty, I'm back, y'all.
What's up, y'all's loves?
So, we had a brief bye week.
A hiatus
of sorts. So, we got a lot of subjects to catch up on, from these past 2 weeks. So, I'm gonna just throw it out there on the table and see where you guys want to start this at. So, what you guys think? Where you guys want to start at? I know where we can start at off rip is this Travis Etienne.
That's where I wanted to start.
For a 10th round pick.
That's where I wanted to start right there, man.
UTB, man. Y'all was getting caught up on the 10th round pick and the hotness he had the last couple of weeks, you know what I'm saying? But you guys got to look at the value that I gave up.
Mm-hmm.
And
what's that? DJ
Moore, who's been on fire just like Travis Etienne. He done dropped I think it was outside of last week, but he had 235 plus weeks since I got him out of free agency. And then, that boy Devontae Smith.
Who fact check this?
Yeah, let's make sure that these dudes is spitting true facts. Because I know that his last week he had 2 points.
Yeah, but the 2 weeks before that, he dropped, I believe it was 35 and 40 something, if I'm not mistaken.
What about before that?
What are we talking about?
You bringing it back? We gotta bring it back.
Hey man, I'm just saying, man.
We don't talk about
He was on a hot streak. That's the reason why Travis Etienne. He was on a hot streak, so that's why people was like, "Oh man, you got Travis Etienne for 10."
Travis Etienne is because he's actually a starter. And he's actually a starter.
DJ Moore is the number 1 receiver for the Panthers, as well as
who's their quarterback?
Huh?
Who's their quarterback?
We talking about us being a starter. Devontae Smith is a starter.
He's not the number 1 receiver. And DJ Moore probably has the worst quarterback situation ever. And Travis Etienne is emerging as one of the best running backs in the league right now.
Projected to do it last year before he got injured.
Projection and reality is 2 different things, my brothers.
But you're projecting with DJ Moore, are you not? You're projecting with DJ Moore.
No, DJ Moore he's a proven commodity out there, man.
When? He's been disappointed every year.
Nah, man.
Every year he's been
As you said, he has the weakest quarterback situation out there. He's a proven commodity. He's a 1,000-yard receiver. So that's proven in the NFL.
I need you to make up your mind. Is his quarterback situation bad?
It is bad, but he's still a 1,000-yard receiver in multiple years.
When?
Last year he was 1,000 yards.
Last year he did not have 1,000 yards.
How many yards did he have last year?
I think he did have 1,000 yards last year.
He had 1,000. He got hurt. Well, yeah, he had 1,000 yards the last 3 seasons. The only season he didn't have 1,000 yards was his rookie year. He had 788, and currently he's at 478 yards right now. Proven commodity out there. What has Travis Etienne done so far?
He's had like 100-yard games.
He's been injured. He's been injured.
He's the focus of the offense.
Game almost. He's about to score again right now. What else do you want?
He has had a touchdown in the last 5 games or something like that.
What do you?
I think it was more so of the pick that you gave up to acquire him. I think that's that's what I was tripping on. I'm like, how does Laz not understand? Like, at least get a 4th or a 5th out of him. You know what I mean? But he just said, "Oh, that's the only trade I got. So I'm just gonna go with it." Like, bro, negotiate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a little bit of leverage. You don't got a lot of leverage, but you got a little bit of leverage to be like, "Hey."
Well, why would you need to negotiate when the trade that you're receiving is so fantastic? Why would you need to negotiate?
But the thing is he's not playing for anything. There's no way that he can make it to the playoffs right now. And so basically he's helping you out, helping build your team out. And I feel like he doesn't realize that you're not on his team. This is not a team league sport.
We're not playing spades.
We're not allies.
Laz is gonna have early dismissal after the draft, man, because he ain't got no 13 or 14. You know what I'm saying? I took that 13 for him.
Who cares?
Move up.
What does that have to do with anything? He could have had multiple early round picks. Nobody cares about early. So he's just gonna be at the draft watching.
Nah, he can leave.
He ain't gonna leave. Why would he leave?
He's not gonna leave. Definitely not gonna leave.
What you mean?
So, why?
Because they're gonna be there arguing and stuff. You know that.
I understand with his mind. No, I don't understand. I'm not even gonna act like I understand. I don't understand what his mindset was. My last pick is in the 10th round. Who cares? You could have had a higher pick.
That's all. You could have had a higher pick. Like even a fifth.
I was talking to JT. JT told me that he offered Laz a 2nd round pick.
When was it?
For Travis Etienne.
When?
A week or like a few days before you traded him the other pick.
It doesn't matter when it was because Laz has been out of it since week 4.
And it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly. It's a 2nd round pick.
Yeah.
You could have got a 2nd round pick and you gave him.
He didn't see the value in the 2nd round. He didn't have vision for that 2nd round pick.
How's
he
there
had
no value in
vision
2nd?
for that 10th rounder.
What?
How's there no value in 2nd?
One question for you, Scotty. Would you have still done the trade if it was anything higher than the 10th pick?
Because I offered him something different before that. That was a little bit higher, but he said he needed something a little more with a little bit more oomph to it. So I added in DJ Moore.
Let me ask you this:
Also, he said just him.
If you were Laz, would you have accepted that trade?
If I was last, would I have accepted that trade?
And be real, don't be.
DJ Moore?
Ain't not the situation.
How's your receiver?
Simple yes or no.
We're not those situations.
Ain't no gray area.
Yeah.
Yes or no. Hey,
Exactly.
It depends on the vision.
No.
Scotty,
There is no vision.
if JT offered you a 2nd round
If
pick,
somebody offered me, if JT offered me a 2nd round pick, it didn't matter when it was, I would have traded Travis Etienne. Yes, I would have done that. If JT or somebody offered me a 3rd round pick for Travis Etienne, regardless when it was, I would have accepted it. It could have been the beginning of the season. I would have accepted the trade. It could have been right now. I would have accepted the trade. That's just me, though. But at this point, I don't know what offers he was really getting. So at the point, from my understanding, I would have took the trade. Just because I moved up my last pick and I got 2 receivers and I'll try to flip those 2 receivers. But then, that's without knowing the knowledge of trying to get a 2nd or 3rd round pick. I'm going in and like nobody's offering him anything for Travis Etienne.
So you're telling me you would have took Travis Etienne for a 10th round pick?
At this point in the season, I probably would have.
That's okay.
And the 2 receivers.
You would have took DJ Moore.
Yeah, DeMonte Smith.
When you have nothing to play for.
You do, because honestly,
he has
nothing
to play
for.
for. He's 1-8.
Yeah.
There's no way he can make it to the playoffs.
It's not about getting to the playoffs, it's getting into the consolation bracket. All he has to do is move up 2 slots.
He's not getting into the consolation. Dude, the teams that are playing right now in the consolation bracket is fire.
No.
So he gets to the consolation
it's the bottom. He just has to get all the bottom 2.
Leon is in the consolation
Okay,
bracket
so
right
all
now.
he has to do, W2F is 3-6. And Emerald City is 3-6, and the Mob is 2-7. All he has to do is jump the Mob, who he plays this week, and then WTF is probably going to lose, and then.
That still doesn't matter because it's like 7 weeks away. So,
but I'm saying like he still has something to play for, like to get into the consolation bracket. Is he going to win it? No.
But Scotty, listen,
I personally just take it?
But Scotty, listen. If he gets into the consolation bracket and wins, it doesn't do anything for him because Leon has his pick. So you're not making sense right now.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
I was about to say, we knew that at the draft.
He has.
So now
he has JT's first for Jamar Chase, but he doesn't have his first.
Got you. So again, he still has to knock out JT to put him at the bottom 2.
No, he's not playing JT.
Yo,
but if you're
time out. That's crazy. If Laz does win the consolation, Leon gets the first pick.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Leon is like, go Laz.
That's
Go
why I
Laz.
said if he's gonna send me anything, I want Laz's pick.
Yeah.
Because he was trying to get Josh Allen like a couple weeks ago.
He sent me.
I need
I
Laz's
ain't
pick,
gonna lie.
bro.
Leon sent me some fire, bro.
He sent me some too, man.
Oh my goodness. Who was that?
Juju.
Scanlon, MVS.
Oh yeah.
But the thing about it is, right now he's playing for. If you blow up your team, you're gonna get picks back. You're not going to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Whatever. Who cares about the consolation bracket or round or whatever? Like I would be going for picks. So like I said, if I'm trading Travis Etienne, hey, you know what? I got a 10th from you. Let me go back and talk to the homeboy over here. He was throwing me a second. Let me see if he still got that second. If you don't got a second, let me get a 3rd or a 4th from him. but he didn't. Look, I'm not mad at you, Scotty. Like, I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just like, damn, bro. Like, he just gave you just some heat for you to honestly, like he said, you were like, I didn't even think about that, Los, about flipping it. Like, I would flip that thing quick for a third or fourth. You know what I mean?
Man, I need that insurance policy, man.
But yeah, that's all we were saying. We was like, how the hell did you get Travis
seem like he negotiated?
Yeah, like he just sent it. He was like, bet. He said, hey, go check that.
Like I said, I said something different, and then he said, yeah, it's coming up short. I don't like that, and then so I changed it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Add a little bit more heat to it because it seemed like he wanted more players than picks. So I added better players.
But that's on him too. It's like, why would you want more players?
But that's what we're trying to get through to him. Like, this dude is getting molested by this league.
And all he keeps saying is, y'all don't want to send me picks. Yeah. That's what I want to send me trade on. I'm like, bro, negotiate. You got power in here, bro. Like, we're trying to give you some power, brother.
And like, the thing is, it seems like he's only trading with a certain people, because I sent him a better pick with that Jamar Chase pick that he traded JT, and then I traded him. I sent him a better offer for the DeAndre Swift dude too. I was like, dude, he's like, oh, I think he got Rashad Penny. Mm-hmm. He got somebody that got hurt for the Seahawks. He's like, he's always hurt. I wanted him over so that's why I gave him. I was like, dude, you're taking Rashad Penny, somebody that gets injured more than DeAndre Swift, and the next week Rashad Penny's gone
for the whole season.
Kenneth Walker.
I'm like, bro, like, I just think that he watches highlights on ESPN, and then the next year he's like, man, but he got off though. You seen that highlight on ESPN? He was on the top 10. Gotta pick him up with the first.
Yeah. But I think that's like everybody too, though. Like, when they be accepting trades, I'm like, dude, I offered you something better than this, and you accept this trade. So,
but I understand why they do that to you, though.
What? I was offering some good trades out to everybody, dude. And then this dude, Vinny, be like, yeah, thank y'all for not accepting my trade. I'm like, dude, you never sent me one trade this year, dude. And then I sent him some trades for Darren Waller, dude. And then the thing about it is, like, even that one, like, I offered this dude, what was this? A 5th round pick or 7th round pick with DeMonte Smith and some other person.
I said it was a good. I even texted. I said that was a trade that you offered me was amazing. I said, what you know about Darren Waller that I don't.
I didn't see him going back to the IR though.
Coming off of that, did anybody's team get a boost with the trade deadline? Happened a couple weeks ago, and we're kind of back a little bit.
So for me, I don't know yet, because I don't know how Debo's going to look in this Christian McCaffrey type offense. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. I feel like I shored up my second one, because it was lacking. But we'll see. We'll see if Christian McCaffrey tries to steal all the
I think my team was definitely upgraded since that trade. Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, yeah.
So after he put up that 51 points,
you got
Crown. What do you feel about Jimmy G?
Garoppolo.
Yeah, I got Garoppolo.
Oh.
No, I was saying the actual
NFL
trade deadline.
Oh, their trades did impact your team in a positive way or negative way. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if y'all had anybody players that.
Who was traded?
There was a lot of trades.
Claypool, Jeff Wilson went to.
Roquan Smith went to the Baltimore Ravens, which I think.
Hey, whoever got that Baltimore defense. They got nasty last week, especially Rick Warren.
Mm-hmm. Robert Quinn went somewhere.
He went to the Eagles.
I got the Eagles defense.
Yeah.
The Eagles defense is nasty.
So trade it.
He said, "Will I trade the Eagles defense?"
So what we take now, man? What do you guys think about OBJ? Where y'all think he's gonna land? He's gonna land with them Cowboys?
Nah, because the Cowboys can't pay him enough money.
Yeah.
He ain't worried about rings anymore. He got one.
You think he's gonna pick him up in the fantasy football?
Well, he's already got picked up.
Nice back in prison.
Yeah.
Somebody picks him up one week and then they drop him.
It takes too long for him to get up in there, man. That's why I had to let him go. I was like, bro, I got games to win. I can't wait for you. You know what I'm saying? He can't put him on the IR spot, so it's just wasting the bench spot.
I'm pretty sure Leon picked him. No, I guess Leon didn't really need him because we'll talk about that in a second. But I guess we can, while we were talking bad a little bit on Laz not understanding, we will go back. Like I said, we ain't been here a couple weeks, so we will give him his flowers for getting his first win.
Huge win.
You know what I mean?
Fat boy called it.
Yeah. So, congrats on that, Laz. I don't know how many more you're going to get, but hey, man.
Hey, he took down a big dog.
So, yeah, that's the one that counted, so.
But what do you guys think about Davis' team now?
Yeah,
I was talking to Scotty off mic about how this dude just making trades for no reason right now. I'm like, bro, you got one of the highest scoring teams. We let you slide with the Tom Brady pick. Then you go and get Ezekiel Elliott
For number 2.
Then you go get Leonard Fournette for what?
3rd and the 4th.
And it's like, bro.
And there's more.
Wait.
He gave up Buffalo's defense.
Yeah.
A 3 and a 4. And received a 7 and 8.
For JT.
A 7 and 8. And then who was that running back? Atlanta's defense.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a running back that got back.
He got that?
He gave up. Was it Darrell Henderson?
Is it Darrell Henderson?
That David gave up?
Yeah.
No, he didn't have him.
Okay.
Ricky, I think, had him.
It was somebody though, but yeah. Yeah, that was a wild trade for me, man. That was a wild trade. That's why you guys talking about head busters. That's that boy JT right there, man.
But the thing
Raheem Monster. That's who he gave up, Raheem Monster. Who is having a solid year this year as we speak.
The difference between JT and you though is that you have 5 out of the 5 top 5 running backs in the league. And you got it for the 10th round pick. That's the difference between JT and you. So that's not really a head buster. Because he don't have no first pick and he don't got no second pick.
I don't either. I don't either.
You had 2 though. And I don't know how you had 2 because you started off the season with none. It doesn't even make sense.
Scotty, that poker player with 2 aces in his back pocket at every game.
It don't make no sense, dude. It don't make no sense.
There's 4 aces on the table. How did you pick up a 5th?
I don't know about David on those that last trade, man.
His team, man, it ain't looking like that elite team. If Lamar Jackson don't score 40,
Or Devontae Adams.
yeah, Devontae Adams has a bad game, then it's raps. But if Devontae Adams or Josh Jacobs go off, and like that's another thing too, dude. People are starting to realize that Josh Jacobs is actually a decent quarterback. It's a decent running back, and so they're starting to creep up into that line, put some people in the box.
People have made so many moves in this league. By the time the playoffs do start, y'all ain't gonna know who's on your team. Who's gonna be looking at their starters like, when did I get in? Hopefully he can go off.
And let's talk about another trade that happened with Dean, kind of right on the wall for him. He closing up shop. Well, he has shops open, you know what I'm saying, for his picks or for his players, but he's not competing for the rest of the year. It looks like with trading away Tyreek Hill and Herbert for Boyd and D Mills from Houston. So he got some picks for it though. He got a first and a second for that. Gave up an 8th and a 9th. So he's planning for next year, obviously. But let's talk about the champ, man.
I want to know
the reigning champ. What's going on with that?
I want to know what
back in the game.
Made him call it quits.
Dean?
Yeah.
He probably just seen everybody.
He's in the playoff, but he's in that playoff hunt. He ain't
Yeah,
no
he's
more.
right there. He's 6. Number 6.
You know, like
He got points on.
for me, I did the same thing. Dude, I seen that writing on the wall, and I was like, maybe it's best if I just bow out right now. And so, you know what I'm saying? Now that
It's 6-3.
no, last year.
Oh, I was just like, what?
No, last year.
I was like, didn't you just trade for D-Roll?
But I guess Home of the Brave offered him something that, you know, he couldn't resist, like Scotty did last year, man.
Scotty did
Or
this year.
yeah.
It's in the family.
They gonna try to get me, man, for Eckler, and I was kind of close, but I was like, nah, dog, you doing too much. Chill. Listen to Stan, man. Just chill where you at, man. Just chill where you at. Don't overplay your hand, big dog.
He been asking me for Allen. He asked me for Allen, McCaffrey, and Kelsey. First and a second, and I was like, "Nah, I ain't doing that." Bro.
I wish we
I
did that.
need 3 first for that one, but
Like I tell him, man, you make trades. Sometimes you only getting 75% on your dollar, man.
Yeah.
So I know you gave up a first for Kelsey, but you might get a second and third back in return for
You know,
him.
because that's the thing, though, is because
not me.
that dude, Icky Ricky, even though he blew up his team, he probably traded at the best time when the market was hot for first round picks and everything, because everybody still thinks that they're in it.
Yeah,
It's like you gotta look at your team early to get that actual good market value for your stuff. Because like right now, like for me, like for instance, if I wanted to blow up my team, only person I can go to really is Leon. He's the only one that got a first round pick.
And he ain't gonna give 2 space first round pick.
Yeah, he is. He offered me for stuff on this. But
he came back and offered me for Josh Allen.
Yeah, that dude Leon all in, bro. He seen that league. He said, "Hey,
He said people was calling him.
I come back, bro."
Everybody's quitting, so he said, "Let me slide back in here."
Yeah.
But that's the thing, he might do it too. Like he could sneak to the playoffs for sure. Because he's 4 and 5. He has Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, he about to start
Herbert.
He about to start putting us some high. Actually,
Walker, Chubb,
Dolphins, though.
Scary Terry, and they got Deshaun Watson coming back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, right? Yeah. Or 3 weeks. Week 13?
Week 13, yeah.
Yeah. So
Make that push in his own division.
yeah, that's the thing. I think that's what you said.
He learned from the Bird game before he went to the mob, man.
My influence is still out there. Let's just say that one time.
Bro.
I am this league, even though I can't win right now. But I'll be back one day. Bird game.
Hey, what you feel? So speaking of that, you wasn't here to defend yourself in the last podcast. What you think about 49er game saying that you was the biggest disappointment this year, man?
We didn't even ask him that.
We didn't ask him that. He just put that out by himself. He made that own
We
stuff.
said, who's your sleeper, who's your best, and your worst? And he said, well, the most disappointing one.
So I look at it like this. This year, yes, but it was because the way I drafted. I said I drafted for potential, and none of it panned out. Why everybody else went with the names, and it's like that's who had the good seasons. But it's like, even when I'm not good, I'm still in the conversation. Somebody has to mention me. Last year, I was in the Final Four after leaving and coming back, and it's like that was the first year I tried what everybody's doing now with the trades and everything, and it almost got me a championship. I just didn't start the right people in that game against Leon. And it's like, even now, when you hear people say, oh yeah, I got this from the Bird game, be patient, I got this from the Bird game, do this and that. I'm like, I'm still a threat, just not this year. But next year, I got a first, I got 1 first, 2 second, 2 third picks. I almost got a 4th, but Vinny canceled the trade before I could even look at my phone because I was at work. I'm going to be back next year.
So that's what you saying, man?
So you got first, second, third, no 4th or 5th.
You traded 4th and 5th for.
That's I gave up, I think my 5th for Stevenson and my 4th for that Garoppolo trade.
No, I gave you, you gave your 5th to me for Garoppolo, and then your 4th for.
But I said, I don't have those picks, but I got them in the 2nd and 3rd round now. So it's like next year, I just have to be decent in the draft, get most of my team, and then pick up some players that I think you guys are going to want, and then be on my market stuff. I'm learning from Let's Make a Deal.
Man, this dude's put it,
it's so
flip the league on his head, man.
And like the thing is, it's like with like me and Leon was talking the other day. It's like in this league, there's no reason to be scared of drafting late. Like last year proved that. Like Scotty probably you number 2 now, number 3.
4, 3. Yeah,
second
3.
in his division.
I'm second in the division
Because of the division leaders are 1 and 2. That's why he's.
Yeah, I'm 3 in the league. Got 6 and 3.
And this dude is drafted in the 3rd round, his first pick.
Yeah.
Same with JT. JT started trading too much, but he was in the thick of things too until he started trading all his players off.
Justin Fields didn't give him a chance.
Mm-hmm. And so
give him a chance.
It's like this league, people just don't be knowing.
I can almost guarantee though next year's draft won't be like this draft.
It's never going to be the same.
Yeah, it's never going to be the
It's
same.
never going to be the same. Just
I'm
because
in there now.
I feel like Zarek, when people start making fun of him and stuff like that, this next year he's going to catch on and like or then, like he's going to be more vigilant of what he's doing.
He's going to draft like
because
a monster.
Like all of us, dude. Like our first year, like Los is, we ain't gonna bring up what he did, but like everybody has them farts in their like
Change the game.
Hey man, where's that?
It's probably at his house still. We haven't got a picture with anybody with it yet.
A couple, yeah. But no, yeah, the draft's gonna be definitely different next year. Hopefully, I can get. I'm trying to get a receiver, so I'm gonna put it out there, man. If y'all got a receiver y'all want to get, I just need one receiver to
I got you.
put
Come
me over the
holler at
top.
me,
I'm
man.
not talking to you, man.
I got a couple options out there.
You got Laz, man. You see, you got some receivers.
I'm about to throw a lab in the lab.
That's what I told him. I said, give me Devontae for 11th, and he never said nothing back. I said, oh, okay. I guess it's only family deals.
Devontae for 11, man. What?
That's what you trading him for.
He worse than.
No, man. I was trying to get a 4 for Devontae Smith, man.
No, you sent me a solid trade. I almost accepted it.
Man, everything's almost, man. You know what I'm saying?
I told you, man.
Man,
Nobody want to do business with you, man.
It's cold out here.
Over these people's head. You're doing too much.
Excuse me. So is at this point in the season, do y'all feel like there's anybody that needs to blow their team up? Try to get whatever scraps they can for a draft next year. And like I said, we know Dean's doing that right now. Just kind of throwing it out there with all of his players. So, do y'all feel like anybody else should try that, or anybody else can just try to get somebody?
I guess for me, looking at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. All we do is win. Let's make a deal. Stone Cold, Steve Austin, winter's coming, Vinny. I think they shouldn't blow up their team because they're like, if the playoffs were to start today, they're in it. Right. So it's like, why take yourself out of that position? Mm-hmm. The teams under that, Shanika's team, Dame's team, home of the Brave, WTF happened. I don't think they should blow up their team because the consolation, if you win it, you get the first pick. Mm-hmm. So it's like you're still playing for something. Yeah. Like, there's no point in tanking that. I already did blow up my team. But again, we already know what I'm looking forward to next year. Laz is Laz. There's nothing else to blow up. He's in ruins over there. The atom bomb already dropped. So it's like, I really think people just need to just chill for a second and see what's going to come out of everything that they've done. I know what the deadline is the 19th, mm-hmm. But it's like there's no reason to panic when, like I said, you're already in the playoffs. If you're 1 through 6 and you can't get any better, there's no point in getting worse. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but for me, if I can get something to build upon, because being in the top 5 is not better than having multiple picks in the first round or in the second round. Like, because, like, for example, Jamar Chase, number 1 overall pick. Stephon Diggs, second round pick. I mean, same with Christian McCaffrey, what, 5th round pick? 5th overall pick? Jonathan Taylor was the
number 1.
Yeah, so it's like.
Well, number 1. No, it was
the first running back out off the
he was number 3. Yeah.
So it's like, it doesn't being top. Having that number 1 pick is good because you get your pick of the litter. But if I can get a higher commodity over trading these players off, then I'd rather do that because the worst you're gonna be is top 5 still. You know, so So honestly, I think that Dean, he already did. Shanika, she might want to blow her team up, and JT definitely need to blow his team up now, dude. Like he messed his team up like 2 weeks ago when he did all those extra trades for no reason. So
because he traded with Rick too with no picks involved. It was just
he got Foreman back, but that worked in his favor though because he just traded the potential.
But yeah, I feel you on that.
Because Foreman been eating, so for him to deal with no picks, that was a solid trade.
yeah.
But he got Foreman?
Yeah, he got Foreman. So that was like his best trade, I think.
That's true.
For me, I just, me being me, man, I'm going to reward the question on who should be buying right now. And I feel like Dame's team, he really needs to buy. If not, the only thing he has to sell is Patrick Mahomes. So,
but he has all his picks, though. So he's probably just writing it out, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like...
But he can get a haul for it.
Yeah, he can get a haul for him. Like what...
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, for Patrick Mahomes, or try to go to take the Dean's offer that Dean offered to Vinny with the Jonathan Taylor and Brandon Ayuk and who you say, Aaron Jones too?
No, it was Jonathan Taylor.
Oh, Greg Kittle, George Kittle.
George Kittle, yeah.
Those 3 right there, you add those to his team, and now you really talking about something different. So I feel like Dame's team should be the one really looking to buy something to.
And that's what I told him. I was like, man, you need a running back. I was like, either you need to sell or you need to, what you call it.
Yeah.
What my conversation with him, he was talking about, he doesn't want to completely sell his team for, like, he said he's not stupid. He's not going to just give his team up for nothing. He said he wants to get a decent haul for Patrick Mahomes, and he still wants to be competitive in the consolation bracket.
But there's no being competitive in the constellation bracket.
That's what I'm saying.
So, like, either you're going to go in, and then I just feel like there's going to be more sellers than there is buyers at this point. So,
yeah, definitely.
So, it's going to be hard to really sell.
Because all the people who have a first-round picks are the...
Yeah, all the people who don't trade. Like, Shanika, she just doesn't make trades. So, we already know she's staying pat on what she's doing. So, then Dean is selling.
Laz is controlling her team, though, right? Or is she still got it?
She has a voice, but she doesn't trade. So that's just what she does. She plays for agency. Then Too Sweaty, and so is Tim Brick. He still got some trade value out there, but they're injured right now. And then Dean's team, he's selling. Los is all in. Vinny, we don't know what you're doing yet.
Vinny's squad is cool, but
that's in like selling or buying. We're talking about selling or buying. Like, we don't know what you're going to do because he's still on the fence a little bit.
The thing about Vinny's team, if he can get in the playoffs and have a solid 3 weeks of everybody scoring, we know what Diz can do. We know what Mixon can do. Like,
still got Waller.
Pierce.
I ain't selling, dude. I mean, I'm not selling because I'm in 4th place right now. Dude.
Yeah,
and my division is not good, so I'm not. I'm just checking some things out and.
You still got your first.
And the only upgrade he really needs is a quarterback. So is he gonna give that? Well, he got Kyler, but we know.
It depends on how Kyler, what you call it.
That's what I'm saying. If they just have a good 3 weeks,
is he gonna spend that first round pick to go get Pat Mahomes?
You
know what I'm saying? That's gonna be the question. And then that's it. Fatboy selling his team, and you saying JT needs to sell, huh?
Yeah.
Give him a hope.
Yeah.
Because he's too far down, and like
you don't have a first, second, 2/3, a 4th, no 5th or 6th.
It's like, I mean, his team could be competitive if he had he needs like one more move. If he won the trade, well, I mean, I guess it was a good trade. Now looking back at it in hindsight for Leonard Fournette, because Leonard Fournette's hips hurt right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you look at his team. It's like is he really gonna be able to compete against
Los' team?
Yeah, or your team, or you know.
Los is the highest scoring team, man. Y'all keep saying my team. Los is out here dropping buckets. He just be deflecting out there, man.
You ain't had all of them in. That's what I'm saying. Last week, you had them all in last week, didn't you?
I had some buys last week. But I had all three of the running backs in, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, your potential, let's see, where you at?
Like this week, they're all in. All my running backs are done with their bye. Besides Ethan, I think he still has a bye on week 11.
No kicker, still one.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, without a kicker.
Oh man, that's funny. Well, I mean that's good. I mean, I was on the when I lost to you, I was like, man, do I need to blow it up if I lose next week? Or get another loss. I was like, I might just be blowing up my team and just get back my first and my third. Because I feel super vulnerable going into the draft with no first round pick or third round pick, but we're gonna make it happen. So,
breaking news: Rick is W2F is saying upset alert, talking about him versus David.
Oh damn!
Fresh off the presses.
Mm-hmm.
It's close, but he's still projected to lose. Yeah, he got every single person going on this team.
He said you got Devontae and
Josh
Jacobs.
That dude, what you call it, man? He be stealing Stephon Diggs' shine, dude. Gabriel Davis, or
or McKenzie, one of them.
Shine, bro, all the time.
Oh man, that's funny.
JT's actually projected to beat Leon this week.
Yeah, that's the thing.
This moment.
But the thing is, Leon, he still needs. That's why he's still trying to trade, because he still needs some pieces in order to be competitive.
Well, that was good. I think that's some insight for the listeners. Just
be
to see
patient.
where they're going.
Don't blow up your team.
I think next year is going to be a little different because I don't think anyone's going to be doing the trade like Scotty did to start this off with that first and second that just kind of open the floodgates. Well, but I think next year should be more of a like this year just kind of by surprise. We were like first and a second. Well, sure, let me just throw my stuff out there. You know what I mean? So everyone's just like selling.
Mm-hmm.
Week 4, you know what I mean? And it's like damn. So now we're kind of settled where we are now. Of just like I said, you know, no one got really the picks to trade like that. Yeah. But I think next year we're going to be a little calm-headed and okay, go ahead, Scotty, do your thing, man.
Scotty saw a spark. He didn't douse it.
Maybe next year y'all can trade.
All I'm saying is next year, I don't care if it doesn't go through, I'm vetoing every single trade between you and Laz, okay?
I only have one trade with Laz, man.
No, 2.
What's it?
Matt Stafford that you flip for.
True.
He said if anybody wanted him, I was like, yeah, I'll take him. Nobody wanted him.
Again.
That counts as a trade.
Again.
Teams, like,
anybody in the league could have him. He said, oh, you can have him.
No, not anybody in the league because people sent him trades.
Not for Matt Stafford?
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Yes, they did.
Who?
JT said he did, I believe so, and Fat Boy.
No, that's right. I get Matt Stafford done.
Man, I'm just saying. I'm vetoing every single one that pops up between 220 and let's make a deal, whatever team.
I was about to say, my team name might be different then.
if it's managed by M. Scott.
If he could fit it would say business hours are from 9 to 5. But if you call this number, we're available 24 hours a day.
Oh, man.
We'll respond accordingly.
So, on top of that, let's talk about the opposite side of that, the championship rush, our push between us three right here. Sorry, man.
I'll sit this one out. It's cool. Water break.
You know how you feel about your team going in, man?
Stop it.
You know what I mean? But overall, I feel good about my team going into like starting week 13.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 14. 13 pretty much. After New comes back off his bye, and hopefully Vinny's boy is good to go. Kyler Murray. As long as he's good to go, I feel like we're gonna be good. Because even last week he had a couple touchdowns, but then that boy, your boy Robbie Anderson, dog, he be blowing it for the Cardinals, dude. So I'm like, dude, y'all need to put that one on the bench. Cause I'm like, dude, as a wide receiver, how are you having a false start, dude? Like. Yeah. And then Minnesota with my tight end, that's the only thing that I'd be like, I think is Hockenson is good, but it's just that unknown factor. And then I feel like now you guys allow me to get 2 good defense, and I got a kicker. So, yeah, but I gave you New England's. I dropped them, and you picked them up, so you got them. But
that was nice. That 80 points came in clutch last week.
Yeah, and so I feel like with my defense, that's my main thing I was kind of concerned about because, like, I've been noticing, like, the teams that's getting, like, 35 plus, they're getting to that 200 round, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, my running backs, I got insurance policy with Ethan, and I still got Matheson for Dalvin Cook, so I feel like I'm solid there. And then I still got 3 solid wide receivers led by Nuke Hopkins with Cooper and Olave. Thanks, JT. And then I got the boy Hurts. And then I got that winner of winners, that baby goat in Mac Jones. So,
baby goat.
Yeah, man. And so,
you just call Mac Jones a baby goat?
Skip Bayless does call him the baby goat. And then I got Njoku. So, and then I picked up Joshua Kelly, just in case for Eckler. But yeah, man, I feel like I don't feel my knees, so now it's just come down to luck at the end of the day for me now. So and health and luck, man. So
what about you, Vinny?
So for me, like, I love my division because I feel like everybody in my division quit, so I can just navigate and see, what I need to do personally to get into the playoffs. And it's like, once you make the playoffs, man, it's like they said, man, anything can happen, dude. Just like March Madness. So it's like there's one week where I should have had 244, and then there's a week where I get 90 something. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's just all the luck of the Irish after you get into that playoff, man. So as long as once I get up in there, dude, we'll just see how my team is going. Like, on paper, my team's solid, man. So
definitely,
we'll just see how it goes. As long as people like Kyler Murray and everybody come back. Like Debo coming back from hamstring, all these like tissue issues, man. Debo, Kyler, Waller, like all these dudes got these hamstring injuries. So, they come back solid, dude, then I'm good.
Yeah, and I feel like your team's going to kind of be like mine's. With Mixon coming back, you seen that last game when that boy scored 80 points, or 70 points. He's going to that flex spot with.
But that's the thing, though. He was on my bench and I still won. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm feeling stuff out there.
Now you ain't. You gonna go 3 running backs like your boy.
You feel like the Taysom Hill pickup is? I mean, he's got nothing right now, but you feel like he's gonna have that one game where he does it again.
So right now, like Scotty said, he's going through like the toughest part of his schedule. He played he playing the Steelers,
Baltimore,
TJ. He played Baltimore, so it's like.
Then you got the Rams, San Francisco, and Tampa Bay before they're buying.
And so once they get to this back to this division
in the playoff week 15.
Atlanta.
Yes, Taysom Hill going to do his thing again, but as of right now, man, it's just like he's playing against this gauntlet of good defensive fronts, like some of the best run defenses. Tampa Bay is one of the best. The Rams, that's the only thing they're good at right now, playing against the run defense. And then Baltimore, ever since they got Roquan Smith, so it's like, once we get to this soft part of the schedule, man, I feel like I'll be fine, but you got to get there.
Cool, really good. So I feel really good about my team. I ain't gonna lie. When Scotty made that trade and kind of put another fire under me to really win this thing, so I just, like I said, I just need a receiver. So I'm looking at my team right now, and Juju just is in concussion protocol.
Mm-hmm.
So
out for the rest of the game.
that kind of sucks. But I got Gallup and Pittman. Pittman he's a wild card right now. I don't know what's going on with that. So we'll figure that out. But I feel good about my team though, man. If McCaffrey and Saquon and Josh Allen could do their thing. I mean, Josh Allen was supposed to be injured, or he's got an injury or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But he still got a touchdown, 134 yards, some rushing yards. So as long as he can do what he needs to do, I mean, the rest of the team is going to do what they need.
Yeah.
What they've been doing. So Garoppolo is kind of a wild card. I traded for him just on the aspect of stacking.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what he does, man.
Yeah, I feel like you don't have any holes on your team. Like you said, yes, you could upgrade your receiver, but you have elite defense. Like right now, New York gave you 31, and you still have New England, who gave you 80 last week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got the number 1 tight end. You got the top 5 backs, and McCaffrey and Barkley. And then Mike Evans is the solid number 1, and they're starting to click in Tampa Bay. Right. And then you got the number 1 quarterback who's a walk-in 30 points. Like you said, he got an injury, and dude is still throwing
half
out.
Of that.
Yeah, he has half of that at halftime. So,
Right.
So I feel like you're the favorite. Like right now, you're still projected for 200 points, and nobody's even blew up yet besides your defense. They gave you 31. And, yeah, the only thing you got weak is your kicker, and he's not weak.
Right.
That's why I said earlier, Los, put your phone down. Just ride it out.
Yeah. Like you're the one to. You're definitely the team to beat. I know everybody look at my team just because where I started from, but based off of like where you at, you was the one who added some good additions with the Kelsey and then the Garoppolo pickup, and then
fill the gaps. Man.
Yeah, you filled the gaps, and then you got that boy White now, so you got another running back since Leonard Fournette out, which goes back to David. What are you gonna do, dog? You ain't got no more juice for trades, bro. You ain't got 5th round picks. You gonna trade next year's after next year's pick? I mean, first round.
Dave, I got that. I got White for you, man, for that 5th round.
Yeah, man.
But yeah. I'm excited, man, to actually be here. You know, I've been a bottom feeder for the past 8 years, so it's kind of nice to be in the conversation a little bit.
Mm-hmm. We talked about it a little bit.
It's time for some originals to start winning. Leon, you may start a trend.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I told you when he won. I said he broke the curse. The curse is broken. I said we good now. We can all win.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they're just sitting at 5-4. I dropped a couple games that I should have been up there 6-3, 7-2. Just that game with the 49ers game, I really slept on that. I was like, man, this is a gimme game, man. I don't need to do nothing. And he beat me by like 2 points or something. Like, worst. But anyway, it don't matter.
Respect your opponents, man. That's why I tell my basketball players, man. Respect all your opponents, man.
Rude awakening with that one.
Yeah.
So, because that put me down all the way to 5th. I'm 5-4 with 1,700 points. Like, I got the most points in the whole league, but I'm 5th place. So it's crazy. I'm just giving up points too. So, but yeah, I feel good with my team going in though. We're gonna. I almost blew it up, like I said. If I dropped a couple more games, I was gonna get my first back, get my third back, and keep moving. But we here now. Trade deadline is next week, next Tuesday or whatever it is. So it is. I'm not making no more moves unless it's gonna be to improve my team. So yeah. Let's talk about Big Phil, man, because he's someone who hasn't really done a lot. He's done a couple trades, but he just keeps winning, man. We know that he got that upset last week. Let's talk about that with the home of the Brave beating them 178-156. And he was projected to beat them 171-148. So Leon got that dub, got a little confidence, and that's when he made that trade to put him back in. I mean, Kenneth Walker. That's his name, right? Kenneth Walker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's been on a tear, bro. He's been on a tear. So, man, what y'all think Big Phil needs to keep up the winning?
Well, like me, Big Phil is in my division, and our division is everybody basically is giving up except for Home of the Brave that's below us, and James' team, which is below us. But like our division gives us the opportunity to try things out and to be, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like he's probably like he's 7-2. He might stay there at he might stay at that top spot unless he has to play me again. If he has to play me again, then I'll probably go into the playoffs number 2. Just my opinion.
You gonna jump him, huh?
Okay.
My opinion.
Okay. So you say that if you play Big Phil again head to head,
I already beat him once.
you taking the top spot.
You know what I'm saying? I already beat him once. You know, just throwing that out there.
You got Home of the Brave next week.
And I'm beating him in points by 1 point.
Yeah, 49ers game week.
Oh, for the season?
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, though, Phil had enough to win that game. He had 66 points on the bench. But it's like...
Oh, with just Fields?
Yeah, now it comes down to who do you start every week? Like, who do you think's going to have that game between those 3 quarterbacks?
Exactly. That's why I said it's aside from bye weeks, obviously you're going to fill in. But when you get into the playoffs, it's like, okay, man, you're going matchups. You're going who can break off the run. Like, like we said, Justin Fields, he has 100 passing yards and 74 rush yards.
That's crazy.
And a passing touchdown.
Yeah.
And I think it's a rushing touchdown too, doesn't he?
Yeah, Daniel Jones just had a 54-yard touchdown too, pass.
So Tua, obviously, he's gonna do what he does, and then you got Joe Burrow, which is like, okay, when Jamar Chase comes back, I mean, you got Mixon, you got Chase, you got T. Higgins, you got Boyd, you got Hayden Hurst who can do a little something. So it's gonna be tough for him to. I don't know what he's thinking as far as matchups. I don't know if he playing matchups or just like, hey, I'm gonna go with this one because he did good last week. So, but that's why I don't draft like that or play like that because I hate that
so much.
Yeah, man, just that thinking and tinkering. You know what I mean? Yeah,
just
just
make the wrong decision.
yeah. Then you're like, damn, bro. Like so, but I mean, he has a solid squad, man. Tried to get AJ from him. Didn't pan out. I don't think it's gonna pan out right now because he tried to give me Robert Woods. I said counter back, and he countered back with Robert Woods and Jeff Wilson. I said no sir. I said I want AJ, but I think he has a super solid squad though. Jefferson, 27 points, 100 yards, 5 receptions, touchdown. Yeah, so and then AJ, man, he went for 3 the other week. He gets a touchdown down there every week, so that's a good team, man. So man, Big Phil, I hope you don't keep winning. Actually, I hope you keep it competitive. Though.
Did you give your opinion on it, Stanley?
Phil? Yeah.
So. Let's get into since we're kind of watching the games a little live right now, and Justin Fields just threw
almost another touchdown.
Another touchdown.
That boy Justin.
That's what I just said.
Look at Cole Kmet too. Cole Kmet coming alive.
He done bounced around the league too.
What Scotty do is either a 60-yard bomb
or a run. Man. He's not lying.
Mm-hmm.
So. When I was watching the games live, let's talk about some matchups.
Is he the new experience?
That boy Lamar Jackson 2.0, dude.
He found his way for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I know JT he's happy in real life, but I know he's pissed off in fantasy right now. Ooh, that was
butt naked, dude. Good, great.
Oh, because you would have had Cole and Justin Fields if he had kept him.
Mm-hmm. He didn't know what was happening. He didn't know the direction he was going, man. So, but what y'all got for matchups of the week, man, in the league?
Man, right now I feel like there's a lot of good matchups going on. Me and Shanika right now, like
let's see.
That's a good matchup going on right now. The 7-4, we're the 3-8 game. The 7-4 game, Vinny and Dame is a good one. Only 15 points separates them.
Dang.
And then you got the
David and Ricky.
Yeah, you move all the way down to the David Ricky game. Is a good one too. And then right now, Ricky did call upset. Check out the thread, y'all. Check out the thread. You know, and then
Big Phil coming with 210.
Yeah, Big Phil's out there
That
right now.
literally just happened with that touchdown.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I feel like those are the matchups to really watch. I can't really say which one, but all those matchups right there is real good to be looking at.
But the crazy thing is, it seems like every week we have a potential upset alert, and like the games are always super close. And then like Big Phil and Leon last week, dude, when I looked at it at first, that dude Big Phil had was running away with it. And then y'all said that Leon pulled it out at the end. I said that's crazy.
54 points from Tampa's defense. Got Leon that win.
Mm-hmm. So it's like,
he got 54 from Tampa?
Yeah, last week.
So it's like every time I see this, it's like any of these things can flip in a second. Like Too Sweaty in MLB, 124 and 150. He still got Devontae Smith. That boy catch 2 40-yard bombs. It's a wrap.
I still got your quarterback. Redskins or Commanders quarterback. Sorry.
Negative 3 points.
I still got him. I got Philly's defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like any given Sunday, any of these games that are 15 points or less, I feel like are potential upset.
Yeah. Especially that one David, if he loses to Ricks, man, he lost to the bottom team and then the 12th seed. It's like, what's going on? That means I need to beat Shanika's team then, because that makes I could. Well, he beat me in the first our head-to-head matchup, so he'll still be number 1 in our division.
Funny thing about it though, with David's situation, it's like if it's only 14 through 12 beating me, not even worried. unless you guys start beating him, then it's like, okay, now we got a problem. But if they're having big games to beat me and you guys still can't, I'm like, we're cool. Relax.
Yeah, that's definitely because we got him next week. Beat me week 2, I think, or week 3, and then I got him again this next week 11. So, but he don't have Tom Brady, but I don't have Mike Evans.
Even the Bulls went 72-10.
It's so crazy that like we randomize these divisions, and it always seems like one division is super more better than the other division.
It's about how we signed up.
Every single year that we do it.
What was the last year? Was it Bad Boys and?
It was still the top. It's usually the top division is usually
It
one.
was
Yeah,
this
top
last
division.
year, Locks.
Yeah.
He changed it after the verses.
Because I remember I was in Dipset last week.
Yeah, it's when
Last
like
year.
cause somebody dropped out,
week?
Silver's left, and then when we asked somebody, they changed a couple people around, and then David got in there too, so it changed it around a little bit. Last thing I gotta say, man, is make sure you guys pay y'all's dues, man. We're getting close to the end. We gotta get your dues. If you trade, it's $100. Send it to Stan. If you traded your first round pick and your second round pick, definitely send your dues for next year. We need that because we need your commitment, David. You know what I mean? Because we can't fill that team, dog. We can't fill that team. So if you ain't paid your dues, you know who you are. If not, then next week we'll be calling your name personally on the cast, man. But I think that's the last little message I got. Besides, let's make a deal, man. If y'all need something, keep hollering at your boy, man. Let's make a deal out there, guys.
You don't need nothing.
Hey, man, I need a kicker, dog.
Hey, at this point, Scotty's just trying to keep everybody else down. He legit don't need anything else.
Yeah. Whoever got Justin Tucker, man, come holler at me.
Oh yeah,
man.
that's another person Dean put in the trade, Justin Tucker.
Oh, Dean, come holler at me, baby.
Did you?
Justin Tucker, yeah.
Yeah, Dean, come holler at me. I need Jay Tucker, man.
You ain't got enough juice for Dean's trades, dude.
Nah, dude, it's a kicker. What you mean, dude? It's a kicker. Like you told last, the 10th round, you gonna get a kicker? I'll give up a 10th rounder for a kicker.
Oh, snap.
That's funny. All right, man. Well, shoot, take us out, man.
Well, you know, this has been another UTB pod. We thank you guys for enjoying us. We'll holler at you guys next week, man. Enjoy your day.